Are video games a waste of time? Can you make a living off of playing video games? Are video games inherently male? Esports is a world of competitive, organized video gaming that consists of not just sports games, but includes games such as first-person shooters, battle royales, multiplayer online battle arenas, and fighting games. This industry has existed in the US since the 70s and globally has expanded to be worth over $1 billion. The rapidly growing pile of dollars in esports consists not just of revenue by game developers such as Sony or Epic Games, but rather consists of top professional gamers who get paid millions to play. Looking at the top 10 earners in the esports industry, with the lowest earning $3 million US, all are men. Same with the top 50, top 100, all the way down until we reach number 343 in the list, Canadian player Scarlett, with her total earnings just a little over $400,000. While women make up nearly 50% of video game players, they only make up 20% of the esports industry, including gamers, designers, programmers, and the business operations behind them. But why does this matter to you? I began playing video games on a Nintendo NES and Nintendo 64 with my dad and sister around the age of 7 or 8. We spent hours playing together, games like Super Mario Bros., Quake, Duke Nukem, and Cruisin' USA. It was from this young age that I learned about the power of video games, which led myself to build a community around it here in Dayton. Kids today are playing with friends, games like Fortnite, Rocket League, and Minecraft. To those of us who are gamers, this is just our preferred form of entertainment and recreation, similar to watching a football game on TV or playing a pickup game of basketball in the driveway. Playing video games for fun creates a funnel into the esports industry. Just like if you grew up playing soccer as a kid, continue to play in high school, strive for a scholarship to play in college, and maybe even aspire to one day play the game as a pro. Esports, like traditional sports, allow for social and emotional development in both children and adults. Organized sports provide benefits such as focus on competition, increase in motor skill, and positive relationships. We can all agree that these are positive things people take away from their time playing sports. While esports provides for a unique opportunity for sports expansion, with top industry officials stating esports will rival traditional sports in future opportunities. Here in my city, my business serves as an organizer and host for a variety of esports tournaments and events. From this vantage point, I continue to see a playing landscape populated almost exclusively by male players. One of our most popular esports game is Valorant, a first-person shooter. In our most recent tournament, only 4 out of 30 participants were female. Every week, we host a Super Smash Bros. Tournament, a player versus player fighting game. In these 32 to 48 person brackets, we routinely see not a single female player on the board. Gender segmentation in traditional sports is not a new concept, yet these same limitations do not exist in a virtual genderless world. In a 2015 study discussing the female gamers' experience online, it demonstrated that the lack of women in competitive gaming cannot be attributed to skill, but rather women were less confident in their own abilities. But why does it matter if women are being left behind in the esports industry? Young women are engaging in video gaming more than any other previous generation and deserve to have a safe space to practice what they love and have an equal shot at making money while doing so. It is common for me to see parents defer to their male children as the only ones to engage in video gaming. The assumption of gender in video gaming breeds for several negative results as to why women are not receiving a fair chance of entering the esports industry. When I asked several of my female counterparts, from casual gamers to esports heavy gamers, their answers were similar. A toxic culture has been bred in online game lobbies, streams, social media, and in the workplace. In online game lobbies, if women have gender-identifying gamer tags or have voice chat enabled where they can be gendered, they are often battered over their skill or called sexually derogative names. These interactions, which get labeled as locker room talk, often deter women from putting in the same hours that their male counterparts do into these esports games. When women do reach the higher levels of competition, it is no longer just the private messages they're receiving, but the public backlash on social media. For example, popular esports game Rocket League in the past year has made several attempts at promoting female gamers on their social media pages. However, the comments still skew towards physical appearance, downplaying their skill, as well as sexist, outdated jokes at their expense. If women decide to not enter the industry as a gamer, but rather one of the many jobs the industry provides, such as art, game development, event planning, or production, as I'm running the broadcast stream here, the toxic culture still runs deep. Blizzard Activision, one of the largest game developers for titles such as Call of Duty, Overwatch, and World of Warcraft, are currently being sued by the state of California over their alleged sexist culture. Their workforce consisted of 20% female, and the allegations stem across unfair wages and consistent sexual harassment at work. One instance that led a woman to taking her own life during a business trip. Now we're no longer just talking about women being soft, about being called a name in a game lobby, nor complaining about the statistics of representation, but rather talking about women's safety and future in a booming industry. That even here, in this digital space that is free from the biological constraints of the gendered physical world, we are not safe. We are not safe to engage in the entertainment we want to. We are not safe to compete against men in the large stadiums filling up for esports tournaments. We are not safe sitting at our own desk writing code for the next best esports game. But what if, from this talk today, you're able to shift your thinking that this space is for men, that video games are not gendered, and a person's ability in esports is not linked to their gender. Once this thinking has shifted and more young females feel empowered to enter this space, is when we can truly elevate this industry beyond the trap that many others have fallen into. We're not weird or heroes for being female gamers. We just want to play.